Hello students and welcome to today's lesson. I am Alozie from SuperClicks College. Now in today's lesson, we'll be looking at the most useful shortcuts in Microsoft Excel that you can use to carry out different tasks. Now without wasting much time, let's begin. Now the first shortcut I want to bring to your attention is the shortcut to save a document. To save is pressing the Control key and pressing the letter S. It helps you to save your document. The next shortcut is the Control O. Control key and press the letter O on your keyboard. The next shortcut is the Control P. The Control P helps us to print. Simply clicking on the Control key and pressing the letter P. It takes you here. You can select the printer and click on print and you're good. The next shortcut I'll be showing you is how to turn a data into a table. Let's move or navigate to sheet 1 here. I have a data. Now in sheet 1 here, this is a data extracted from the financial statement of a commercial bank in Nigeria. And these are financial indicators and these are the values extracted. Now, to convert this data here into a table, you simply highlight the range of data. So I'll highlight from the first one, click and drag, click, hold and drag to the last data, selecting the range of data I want to convert into a table. And when I'm done, to convert this into a table, I press the Control key and the letter T on my keyboard. When I do that, a dialog box pops up with the title Create Table. Now, it asks the question, where is the data for your table? Now, this is the range of the data for my table. This is the range of the data. Now, if you check this and you want to make changes to the range of data, you can simply click on here and make the necessary change you want to make. The next question is, or the next thing we are going to look at is my table has headers. Now, does the table we have before us here have headers? Yes. We have financial indicator here. We have the years for this data extracted here. So our table have the headers. If your table does not have headers, you can simply uncheck this. But mine has, so I'll check this and then I'll click OK. So you see, our data have been converted or is now in the form of a data table. Now, how do you know this is a table, for instance? It is because the data here they are brought up or they are formatted in a very unique way, in a very different way. You can see that the lines in the rows are in alternate form. They are well arranged. You can see the headers as well. So this shows you that this is a table. Now you can simply come here, make different changes to the kind of table you want to make use of, and that is that. Now the next shortcut I want to show you will help you to navigate around the spreadsheet or around your data. It will help you to get around the Excel spreadsheet. So for instance, if I want to go to the top left, that is the first data on this table. Sometimes you can have range of data, say 2,000, 3,000, 5,000 to 10,000 data, and you want to analyze them. You have to move. Okay, let's make use of the bookkeeping spreadsheet, for instance. In this way, I have to move down. If I want to make changes or input more data, I have to move down using the scroll bar, and it can be quite tasking and delaying sometimes. So the shortcut that we can make use of to actually make things more easy for us is this. Now, if I want to go to the top of this table, I'll simply press the Control key. You press the Control key and you press the Home key. It simply takes you to the top left of your table. Now, to go down, you simply press the Control key and the End key. It takes you to the bottom right of your table. So this is the last data we have on our table. So go directly to the last value on the sales. For instance, I want to know the last value of sales in the month of April, and I want to navigate down. Or let's make use of sheet 1 so that to explain that better. So we have this data before us. Now I want to know the last value or the last financial indicator and what the value is in 2011. What I'll simply do is, that simply means I want to go down to the last value here for 2011. But then we can have plenty data and it may be quite tasking going downwards in that manner. So what you simply do is press the control key and press the down arrow key. It will simply take you to the last value on that column. So we do that, the control key and the down arrow key takes you to the last value in that. So even sometimes when you want to highlight the whole data on the column, for instance, say we want to extract 2011 data, sometimes if the data is plenty or quite bogus or bulky, you may make mistake trying to highlight. So what you simply do is to press the shift key and the control key and press the down key. It simply highlights everything on that row, on that column. Now the same thing goes for the column. So I want to know the last value of current ratio in that year. I'll simply press the control key and press the right arrow key. It takes me to the last value there, which is 1.05 in 2018. Now if I want to highlight every single thing here, I simply press on this row of current ratio, I simply press the shift key, the control key and the right arrow key. It highlights everything on that row. Now the next shortcut I'll be showing you will help you to move between sheets. Although you can easily navigate between sheets like I was doing before by just clicking on this sheet and clicking on this sheet to move between sheets. But the truth is this, one of the main aim of shortcut is to keep your hands on the keyboard. Anytime you have to take your hands off the keyboard to use the mouse or to do or carry out a different task, you become less efficient in using Excel. So this is what shortcuts helps you to avert. So rather than using the mouse to navigate between sheets, you can simply make use of a shortcut to navigate between sheets. Now let's say I'm in the purchase daybook sheet here. To navigate between sheets, you simply press the control key and the page up key. So when I press the control key and the page up key, you see I navigate between sheets. That means it takes me backward, takes me back, and then to do the reverse of that, to go forward, you press the control key and the down arrow and the page down key, the page down key. So to go back, you press the control key and the page up key. To go forward, you press the control key and the page down key. Now the next shortcut I'll be showing you is the shortcut that most people don't usually make use of, but I'm still going to show it to you. So say I want to make different entries of dividend yield, and I can simply do that by simply copying and pasting it, or simply copying this and selecting the range for which I want this to be in, and then paste it there. Copy it, select the range and paste it there. That's a good way to do it. I can simply use the autofill by clicking on this and dragging downwards, but then there's a shortcut to do that as well. So you can simply do that by clicking on dividend yield. Do not copy, just click on it and drag downwards the range you want the dividend yield to be, and you press the control key and the letter D on your keyboard. It simply duplicates or copy down dividend yield, or the value you have selected, the text you have selected, within the range of cells that you want it to be. So that is what the control key and the letter D does. Now the last three shortcuts I'll be showing you are quite popular shortcuts. Now first we have the control A. The control key and the letter A simply helps you highlight, so I'll press that. Now if you can notice something here, control key and the letter A only highlighted the values in the tables, nothing else. Now if you press control key and the letter A again, then it highlights the whole cells. You see that. The next shortcut I'll be showing you is the control C. The control C is used to copy a particular text or data. So I want to duplicate this value. For instance, I click on it, press the Control key and go to the cell where I want it to be, for instance here, and I press the Control V, which is to paste. So the Control C helps you copy, the Control V helps you paste. The last shortcut I'll be showing you in this video to wrap things up here is the Control and space bar. So when you are on any cell at all, you press the Control and the Control key and the space bar key. It simply helps you highlight that column, right? It helps you highlight the whole column. So I want to highlight the whole data in 2013 here. I simply press the Control key and press the space bar key. It highlights everything on that column. And for the row, you simply press the Shift key and the spacebar key. It highlights everything on that row. You see, this is the first time we're making use of the Shift key. So to highlight every single thing on this row of depth ratio, I press the Shift key and the spacebar key. So these are the most common useful shortcuts on Microsoft Excel. Do not forget, if you have any question, do not hesitate to ask me. I'll see you in the next lesson. Bye bye for now.